The Opera House is a gift to the Danish people by the Danish shipowner Mads Møller when he was still alive. He wanted to give us a culture house and exactly that spot. He asked the Danish ministry, what do you want to get built? And he said, well, we would like an opera. So he gave them an opera. Back then when he built the opera, all the actors actually was wearing the clothes properly. So therefore it had to be moved closer. And now we're coming to a bridge, so mind the bridge, ladies and gentlemen. You should ask me them now, or you can also ask them later. Just remember, a bridge is very soon coming up, so mind the bridge. These sheds, black brownish sheds, if you can see them for the sun here, to our left, there are our cannon boat sheds. We use them to storage cannon boats, which during the Napoleonic Wars we had cannon boats as our navy, because the British, those bastards there, had come by and stolen our navy back then in 1806. We have not yet forgotten you. But we then built cannon boats, that is rowing boats with a cannon in the front of it. And when a ship, a British ship especially, was become outside of Copenhagen, he was rowing out and stealing it from them in a good old Viking way. It was fun back then. Unfortunately, we lost the war because we were allied with the French. We were allied with Napoleon. And he, in the end, ended up losing the war, so he also lost the war. We have her sitting over here on her stone, more or less underneath the sun. The Little Mermaid actually been sitting out here since 1913. She was sculpted by the Danish sculptor Stefan Eriksson and paid for by the Danish brewmaster Carl Jacobsen. He wrote Carlsberg at the time, so it's actually Carlsberg money who paid for it. So please, drink Carlsberg. Give us more money. The brewmaster Carl Jacobsen had seen the ballet based on the famous fairy tale, and he had loved the ballerina in the role so much, so he wanted a stage made of her. But she was not really keen on that idea, so she only stood model. And yes, of course, if you are hungry, we have a street food market just here to the right of us. But please don't jump into the canal if you really don't want to follow us any longer. Canal, the neighborhood of Christian towns, actually built by King Christian IV, our Builder King. He was the most wealthy prince when he came to power, he built this area here of Christian town so he could attract wealthy Dutch merchants, so he could tax them. But they didn't want to come. Not even when they built a city which resembles Amsterdam, they still didn't want to come. So in sheer desperation he invited Danish and German merchants out here. They came. With time, new areas of Copenhagen was built and it became more fashionable to live other places. Therefore, many of the merchants moved out of here and in moved instead working class people. It resulted in they were not really invested in the area, and with the decay of time, it looks really bad. If you say 50 to 60 years ago, we might have seen it was but now we have rebuilt the area, and now it's one of the areas where most Danes actually want to live, if they're moving here to Copenhagen. that a flat easily can get up to cost around 15 to 20,000 Danish kroner. That's what it's rent. Now you can try to find out how much that is in your local currency. I can tell you it's a lot. One of the landmarks here in Christianshavn is the Church of Our Savior, which we have here in front of us to the left. If any of you need some exercise here tomorrow, you can actually walk all the way up to the top of that church. Up there you will meet a man who stands on a globe holding a Danish flag in his hand. Photo opportunity is. So, ladies and gentlemen, mind the bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all got a really good picture of the tree here. It's actually the most photographed tree in the whole of Christianshavn. We have the morning when the sun is shining in on it from the canal here, with the reflection of the water on the clouds. Looks like a million diamonds. That's why we call it the Black Diamond. If you want to see it, you can go down to one of the ticket office and buy a ticket to take the tour around. See that logo. By the way, if any of you want to get a little bit away from work, so you don't have to learn so much with it, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, please give a big hand to the captain for this fantastic piece of sailing. Ah, come on, you can do better than that. Come on, I cannot even hear you. I see. Oh, please continue then. Well, here to the right, we still have the Christiansborg Palace. Actually, the Christiansborg Palace is the seat of power here in Denmark. It's where we have our parliament located. We have our Supreme Court of Justice. We have our Prime Minister's offices. We even have some of our Queen's offices in here. And all the offices of the different parliamentarians. So all power is really placed in one place, the Christiansborg Palace. The palace also have the tallest tower in the whole of Copenhagen. But when the tower originally was built, it turned out it only had the second tallest tower. Because the town hall had the tallest tower. The politicians in here didn't really like that. So they used a little bit longer time to build it 2 meters high now. Then they had the highest tower in the whole of Copenhagen. The building we're now passing is the Torvaldsens Museum. Torvalds was a quite famous 19th century sculpturist. And when he came back here to Denmark after living most of his life in the world, he was greeted as a national hero. We built him a museum, which later also became his tomb, because he was buried in there. It's also his mausoleum. I can highly recommend the exhibition in there. It's really good. And firstly, I hope it has not been that boring and that irritating to listen to me. Secondly, it's actually around here. That is because we have a lot of traffic back and forward. It's quite difficult to see your head sticking up out of the water. So therefore we really don't want that. We have built some harbour baskets around the town here where, if you want to, you can take a little swim there instead, in the harbour water. What is going on here on this, when we have the opera festival here in Copenhagen, much of this going on here. Albert Einstein Festival is also going on here on